Hey, hey, you two. Hopefully, y'all hear me. I'm guessing y'all do because I'm looking at the volume green dot thingy. Anyhow, oh shit, hold on. Anyhow, so I am back with another live video, and in today's live video, I am deciding to read a book called Thoughts by Tionne T-Boz Watkins of the music group TLC. This is the book right here. It has about three different face photos of T-Boz. And it's just a book of different poetry. And I am looking at the back of the book, and she's getting love from everybody. Eddie Murphy, Orlando Reed, Bill Bellamy. Um Hold on, where's my glasses at? First of all. Mm, I had water that I didn't drink. It's probably hot by now. I forgot I grabbed it. Where's my glass? I don't even think I had. Hold on, y'all. Oh, it ain't that hot. I can't wait to get this food since I'm sick and tired of drinking this bland ass water. Where's my glasses at? Let's see, I don't know where my glasses went. I need my damn glasses, and I have no idea. Hold on, y'all. I'm over here looking for my glasses. I want my blue ones, but I only see where the purple ones are at. So I'll stay losing the blue one. This is irritating. There's something weird. I could have sworn I just put them damn glasses somewhere the other day. Let's see, I don't damn know. Guess I'll just have to settle for these. Guess I'll just have to settle for these. Now, where the hell did I put the book at? Oh. Alright, so what the hell? Alright, so this is Thoughts by Tionne T-Boz Watkins. And I've read most of the poems in here. So we left off on 10 fan questions from our contest winners. I'd like to thank each and every person who has written in the question or sent some artwork or photographs of me. All these things really make me sit and think about my thoughts for this book, and the 10 winners' questions help to form the following essays. I hope they answer all your questions. So, one person named Jenna Bryan. Although this is an old book, I'm not going to say the emails. Y'all have to get your own copies of the book to look at the emails. Anyhow, but Jenna Bryan said, how do you deal with the pain of loss? How did you become this strong person? Kathy O'Connell, or Caddy O'Connell said, who has been an inspiration to you in your life besides your family? Darla Quintana said, how do you manage to survive in the world of fame and not much freedom? Rowenda Garcia Custodio said, where were you born and raised? Holly Hawkins said, how did you get together with the other girls to become an awesome girl group? And Medalist Jones said, describe your most memorable TLC experience and why. Jamari Akil Douglas said, has growing up without a father made you more determined to make it in life? Kim DeMattis said, is there any significant moment in your childhood that made you, I mean, excuse me, that you can reflect on that has played a role in shaping the person you are today? Um, Lorraine Bannister said, "What inspired you to write thoughts?" And then Serena Shum said, "What inspired you to write the song I'm Pretty?" Now this book, hopefully, well, before I continue, hopefully y'all done read the other chapters. Or I mean, no, y'all don't watch the video where I read the previous chapters, or should I say the previous poems? Um, If not, y'all can go watch my video. Y'all could go get this book from your local bookstore. I'm pretty sure that they have this book on eBay, maybe Amazon, and many other bookstores or places that sell books, because it's filled with pictures and stuff. And just like with the R. Kelly book and any other book I read, I don't show the pictures, I just read. And I might take a break here and there to tell my own stories or to get my opinion on certain stuff that I read in these books. That's all I do. Yes, y'all should go read these books with me because they are really good, and I have a bunch of them. So this says, Grandma Velma, the ride back home was a quiet one. Mom sat in the passenger seat looking out the window at the sun beginning to rise. I would glance over at her from the road every once in a while. I had run out of things to say. I had tried to make small talk to fill the silence, but Mama wasn't paying much attention. She was exhausted. We both were. We had been in the hospital on and off for 3 days and then spent the night. I don't remember ever seeing my mama cry. Tonight, though, she shed tears. We both did. I focused on the drive and slowly winding through the streets of Atlanta. We would arrive at home, and for the first time, Grandma wouldn't be in the downstairs apartment. She was with God and in my heart, and I would have to get used to no longer being able to hug her or sing to her. At home, the rest of the family began reassembling from the hospital. My aunts and uncles, my cousins. Gradually, we all end up in Grandma's apartment, reminiscing, looking through the photos. We just cry all of a sudden. Everything caught up with me, and I suddenly wanted to sleep. So I crawled into Grandma's bed. I embraced her pillow and breathed deep, taking her scent into my lungs. It was a warm smell, a smell that meant home to me. When I was 12 years old, my mom and I moved in with Grandma. Mom was pregnant and felt it would be easier to have the baby back home in Des Moines, Iowa. Please excuse me if I'm pronouncing anything wrong. I'm trying my best. I thought it was a great idea. Grandma was like a second mother to me, and I loved being around her. Back when we had first moved to Atlanta, Georgia, I cried the whole way. Not so much because I was leaving behind my friends and what I knew, but because I thought I'd never see Grandma again. Living with her, I wanted to do everything she did. When she sat down and to watch her soap operas, I was right there next to her. We'd watch The Young and the Restless, As the World Turns, and Guiding Light. During the commercials, we gossiped, and Grandma would fill me in on some background that I didn't know. I was hooked on the soaps for the next 10 years and only gave them up when my schedule with TLC made it impossible to follow the programs. Grandma also enjoyed a good cup of coffee, which I could not understand. I hated it, but a little bit of coffee and add lots of cream to hide the taste, and I feel like an adult sharing some downtown with her. To be honest, I was the same way. I used to hate coffee growing up. I thought it was so disgusting the way certain people drink it. And I didn't know it was. I didn't really pay much attention to if anybody put creamer in it or sugar in it. I'm pretty sure they had creamer and sugar, but growing up, you know how you a kid and you be always being nosy, asking questions about what people drinking and why certain drinks is made a certain way or whatever the case may be. So we had a babysitter that used to drink coffee, and I'm pretty sure I had famers and stuff, but we had a babysitter that used to drink coffee, and she wasn't the type of person that drunk alcohol. Well, I'm pretty sure she probably smoked cigarettes or whatever, but she wasn't the type of person that drank alcohol or anything like that. So of course, if you know people ain't drinking the usual drinks, you see certain family members drinking, and you always being that kid's house. I want to name like, no, this is grown folk stuff. Anywho, so one day I tried and I'm like, ugh, I don't want it. But as I got older, I seen people putting sugar in it and creamer in it, and then I found out that it was different flavors. So I started drinking it, and I love coffee. I don't drink it all the time, but every now and then I love coffee because I want it to be sweet. I even drink iced coffee like the little bottles you get from certain stores, and they be having different flavors like mocha and vanilla, and yeah, I love coffee. And when I was in Delaware, I used to drink it every now and then. What made me a coffee fanatic was when I was in Delaware, we went to this hotel and they had a coffee machine and a tea machine or whatever the case may be. And it wasn't those, not all the time you get soda or juice or whatever the case may be. It was always water. So, I don't like being around a lot of people I don't know. Like, they had the opportunity where you could go down and you could get breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't like being around a lot of people I don't know, and not everybody ain't want to go down there all the time. So I end up going down there by myself. So every now and then, I would get me a cup of coffee, put the creamer in there, or I'd give me some tea, but mostly coffee, and I just drink it all the time. Like, damn, I can't have a soda. I ain't got no alcoholic beverage or nothing, so it's free. You ain't gotta pay for it. It's there if you want it. So I would just keep going downstairs and get me coffee. And plus, I felt like coffee was giving me energy, especially being the babysitter and being around kids all day and night. And you're like, ugh. Anywho, I never add milk to my coffee because I was allergic to it. Instead, I drink the powder milk, Isomil, which is meant for babies. It tastes just plain nasty, and I tried to avoid drinking it when I could. But Grandma worked up a concoction with the powdered coffee creamer that made it sweeter and a lot more fun to drink. It's a meal though was nowhere as gross as grandma's favorite sandwich. She just could not convince me that a peanut butter jelly and banana sandwich was any good. I don't really care. Like when I was younger, and like I would eat peanut butter and jelly if it was nothing, no other choices. But I didn't really care for peanut butter and jelly. I'll just eat it just to eat it if it was no other choice. Or like being in school and you ain't got no money for the school store, you ain't bring no lunch or whatever, and it was offered. But I kind of do like the strawberry jelly. Yeah, I like strawberry jelly. I don't really care for peanut butter that much, but I love strawberry jelly. I like regular jelly. Um, but yeah, I'm not really much of a peanut butter and jelly person. I rarely even like peanut butter crack. It depends on what it is when it comes to stuff with peanut butter in it. I tried it and just gave up feeling like this was one thing I didn't have to do like grandma. I mean, really, there's only so much a girl can do. I say, grandma, sorry, but that is nasty. I don't know how you eat it. No, she didn't believe you should say that. She believed that you should appreciate the food you have. She'd say, Tionne, food is not nasty. And I say, but grandma, it really is. She would smile at me then. I think I was the only one in the family who could get away with saying that about food. After my brother Coco was born, mom went back to Atlanta to find us a place to live, look for a job, and get everything set up. I stayed behind with grandma for about a month. That's crazy because my friend Danny just moved to Texas and he was showing me bits and pieces of the house last night. It's beautiful. And he was asking me would I come down there. Like I said, if the Lord allows it and I have the money for it, I would go visit Texas or whatever. I don't know about living there, but I wouldn't mind visiting. Hopefully everything goes good. I stayed behind with grandma for about a month. Grandma would get up every morning and make me eggs with bacon. I had a dog, Tashaya, or no, I guess it's Tashia, something like that, who will also join us for breakfast. Grandma would make him a special dish of eggs too, and she'd add chunks of hot dogs. I can tell you that Tashia was one happy dog. I helped clean up the kitchen, and then she'd go to work as a teacher at Teeny Tots, a nursery that was right across the street from our house. From her house, I'd go to school with one of my aunts. No, I'd go to school and one of my aunts would watch Coco. It was during this time that I got my first period. I was totally scared by the blood and thought something was wrong with me. Grandma helped me through it, though, explaining what it was and how to deal with it. It brought us even closer. Being a popular teacher and living near that school meant everyone knew Grandma's house. 6001 Forest Avenue, especially around Christmas time. That was when she made her specialty, the most amazing fudge you will ever taste. The warm, sweet smell would fill the house, and the family could not resist sneaking some of that fudge while it was still warm. Grandma would make batches for some in the neighborhood and at the school, and she also sent them out to relatives who weren't able to make it to her house. Whenever I smell fudge, it sends me back to those days when grandma would come out of the kitchen with a platter full of it, and they all pick it clean with, within minutes. We would sing Christmas songs, eat, sing some more, and eat some more. She would sit at the table beaming. Those were some of her most happy times. She loved to hear her children gather and sing. And then there's a picture of the first house that T-Boz bought her mom in Atlanta. I used to tell my grandma that if I ever made any money, I was going to buy her a place in Atlanta. After I had some success with TLC, I decided it was time to make good on my promise, especially since she had been suffering with pain. Her hips had deteriorated to a point where they had to be replaced. Mom would fly back and forth to care for her, and periodically, Grandma would go through the different stages of the hip replacement. I felt it would make it easier on both of them if Grandma just moved in with my mom. But she was real stubborn and did not want to leave Des Moines. I understood that she had spent a lifetime there raising her non-children, being a part of the community. It was everything she knew. She wasn't getting any younger though. She was in her early 80s. And mom and I decided moving her to Atlanta was the best thing. We had a 4 bedroom house built with a downstairs that had a 2 bedroom apartment with a big living room, den, and kitchen. When it was done, we convinced Grandma to fly in. Once we got home, I was so excited. Brought her downstairs, showed it to her, and said, Grandma, we built this for you. She saw that we were serious, and she was too practical to turn down a spacious apartment that was built just for her. Still, she was a stubborn and independent woman, and it took some discussion before she finally agreed to move in. I was thrilled. She felt she lived like a queen with all of the space and the convenience of having the family around. I was so happy to have kept my promise. Damn, how much is this? This is a lot. All right, I am going to have to take a break because even with glasses on, trying to read this book, my eyes do get a little blurry, and I know I was mispronouncing stuff or whatever. But I shall be back eventually. Y'all go get y'all a copy. I'm pretty sure my loyal subscribers and people that really pay attention to my channel, y'all know all the books I have. I didn't show each and every, well, almost each and every book that I got. School books and other books. Most of this is all like just me reading different stuff I like to read or whatever the case may be. So if y'all want to choose a book that I already have, please feel free, and I'll try to get through that book with you. If you're available to watch my channel, or if y'all could think of a book y'all want me to read and I don't have it, feel free to donate to the channel. My cash app is Kashmere Readz 26. Anything that you send is appreciated. If you choose to, like I said, and it don't even have to be a book. It could be anything. If y'all want me to do more reviews for something or a mukbang or whatever, please feel free to support the channel. That choice is up to you. But like I said, I'll try to come back. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share my videos with friends and family. Please feel free to help me build my subscribers up. And I'll probably be back later on. If not, I'll see y'all when I see y'all.